Don't wait for perfect, make perfect. That's a thought that's been on my mind for the past couple of months. And it's because I have regrets of my life, regrets that can be found to be stemmed in this principle, or the avoidance or the not following of this principle. And I'll give you a macro example in my life, but a micro example of it is just this video. So today I knew I wanted to record a video. I had planned I would record a video and I would record a real talk episode. But I wasn't sure what exactly I wanted to record or what exactly to record. So I was telling myself, you know what? I don't know exactly what I want to talk about. So let me just go on my laptop and script out a video and see what comes to mind. I'll just sit and I'll meditate on the thoughts and see what kind of comes to mind that I can share. And I went to do this and then I asked myself a question. You've been making these YouTube videos for over 2.5 years. How many times have you made them according to script or gone according to script? And the answer is never. So I've tried the process of scripting a video and trying to go by a script, but I'm never able to follow the script. It's just that I know the core principles and the core basics of what I want to talk, and the way I function. I'm not saying this is for everybody, but the way I function is I turn on the camera and I speak from my heart and from my mind. I just let it flow. And that's been the case even when I was in school. Like, I could never by heart a concept or an answer and regurgitate that on the paper. It was always explaining it in my own way, in the way I understand, in the way I have experienced it. So in this situation, I was making an excuse that I do not have the perfect factors around me to record the video. I do not have the matter. I do not have the script. I'm going to be leaving soon, so I do not have the time. I was making all these excuses when the fact is I was doing exactly that, finding excuses why it's not perfect to start. And now, right now, I'm recording this video. I know I'm going to finish it before I have to leave. I know the matter is going to keep flowing. And if I just waited for that perfect time to record this video, it probably wouldn't have come. Or it wouldn't have come in this way. Or I would have probably been procrastinating for a couple of days until the point where it's been a long time that I'm not uploaded, and then I will force myself to make a video which my heart is not really into it, because it's just a video to publish so that my channel doesn't look empty or dead for a couple of days. That's the micro example of waiting for the perfect moment to start. The macro example is something, it's the only thing I regret in my life. And that is not starting this YouTube channel earlier. I wanted to start this YouTube channel at least 4 years before I actually started it. Actually, if you go back maybe 5 years before I actually started the YouTube channel, I did publish 2 YouTube videos of me singing. It was 2 song covers. And it was from that moment that I knew that this is something I want to do more of. But I never did it because I was in college, and my excuse was I got to focus on college. I got to only do college well. And also I was insecure and worried about what will my batchmates think, what will my lecturers think if I'm making YouTube videos. What will they say to me? They'll make fun of me. I was very self-conscious about that. So it was like, once I'm done with college, then I'll go back home and then I'll make my YouTube channel. I'll try YouTube. And I did end up doing that. I did leave college, and after college I did start my YouTube channel. But again, that was not because the perfect situations were met. It was not perfect at that time, because at that time I was just going to start my career as a physiotherapist after studying physiotherapy. Plus, I had an online business that was going on at that time. So I was already two, my energy was already divided between two pretty big and significant tasks. So starting a YouTube channel at that time was not ideal. And after I started the YouTube channel, I loved it so much. I found my true calling. I just enjoyed the process of filmmaking so much that I started giving less time to my online business. And because I did see myself working long term or see the longevity in it, I just closed it. I shut it down. And it was doing well, but lack of passion or lack of vision in seeing the future in it just forced me to shut it down. And it's crazy. If I had started my YouTube channel 5 years before I actually did, so that would be about 8 years back, my life would probably have been very different now. I probably would have been able to hone my craft and skill as a filmmaker much. I mean, not probably. I would have been able to hone my craft and skill as a filmmaker much more. I probably would have had a movie or two made by now. I don't know where. Just thinking about it is getting me excited and it's making me feel so happy. And I know that I will reach that point. I will reach that goal or that part of my life that is written in my life, that is written in my books. I will reach there. But it's just a little later, I guess, now, because I started a bit late. And that's what I want to talk about. Another thing is I started a podcast called the Everywhen Podcast. And I started it last month. But again, this is something I wanted to start after I started the YouTube channel. A bit into my journey, I knew that a podcast is something that I wanted to do. But again, I was like, it's not the right time. I'm focusing on building my YouTube channel. So I should focus on just building this channel. I'm sorry if you can hear the sound of that plane going over, if that's distracting. But I'm focusing on building this YouTube channel, this one channel. So I should just focus on building this channel and not divide my focus and go and try to do a podcast. Again, this was just excuses, okay? I mean, they were valid reasons. They might have validity. They might be true. But to me, they were just excuses. Excuses of not wanting to push myself harder. And I think that's a relevant part in a lot of people's life. There are a lot of things that we want to do, but we say we'll wait for the right moment. New Year's has just come. That's a perfect example. I'll eat better. Oh wait, but New Year's is around the corner. I'll start from New Year's. I'll start exercising because I want to lose weight. But oh wait, New Year's is around the corner. I'll do it at New Year's. On 1st January, if you go to the gym, man, you're not going to get to work out or get any machines free. It's packed. But you go on 15th Jan and you're like, was there an apocalypse here? Where is everybody? And it's because at that point, they've probably not been able to keep consistently because they dove headfirst into something that's totally new. Like they said, they'll work out every single day. When they've not been working out for all their life, they decided they'll jump in and work out every single day. And if they miss one day, then they'll be like, I already missed one day. I already screwed up the resolution. I'll wait for next year. Next year, I'll be in a better situation. Next year, I probably will get that promotion in my job and I'll have to do less work and I'll have more time to work out. So it would be perfect for me to start working out next year and I'll be able to stick to the 5 days. I couldn't stick to it this time, but I will be able to stick to working out every day next year. So that's next year's New Year's resolution. And this has been me as well, most of my life. And I still, like even example I gave you of this morning, I still struggle with those excuses that come of why the situation is not perfect. But if you keep waiting for the situation to be perfect, trust me, it's never going to be perfect. There's always going to be some excuse or some reason why it's not perfect. And if you do not start in these situations, then you will never reach perfection. And when I say perfection, I'm not saying something that's perfect and has no mistakes. I'm talking about something that you're proud of and that you're happy to say that you did this, that you feel pride for doing this. That's perfection to me. Not that it has no mistakes, but it's something that you can proudly say that this is something I did and I would like to share it with you. I would like to show it to you. That's perfection to me. So if you always wait for the perfect moment, which is never going to come, you're never going to get started, and you're never going to reach that point where you do the thing that you wanted to do and make your dream a reality. It's simple. It's not rocket science. To reach where you want to go, you got to start walking towards it. To get what you want to get, you have to move towards there. To be able to take the opportunities that present to you, you need to build up the skills to take full advantage of that and make that beneficial to you. And that's why now my life, one of the things that I'm doing in this year, I started that last year, is saying yes to things that make me uncomfortable. Saying yes to things I want to do, that I know I want to do, that I have a deep burning desire to try. Even when my mind is trying to make excuses why it's not the perfect situation. Because your mind wants the path of least resistance. It's always going to take the path of least resistance. Always going to try to take the path of least resistance. And it's going to give you excuses. And that's something else that I started with my workouts. As you can see, the weight tracking behind. I started doing the Goggins approach of, when you want to work out, when you decide, okay, I'll work out today. What workout will I do? The first thought that comes to your mind is probably something that is hard and will push you out of your physical capabilities and pushing you to become stronger. That's the first thought that will come to your mind. But immediately it will be replaced by, oh, I didn't get proper sleep last night. Oh, I did a heavy workout yesterday. Oh, I'm tired today. Oh, I didn't eat well today. All those excuses will come, and then you'll filter down the workout and say, instead of doing that intense workout, I'll just do maybe half of that. I've noticed this with me, at least. I don't know if it's with you, but I've noticed it with me. The first thought that comes is usually the workout that I know will be beneficial for me and I know is what I need to be doing. But then my mind will start making excuses and then it starts filtering down. So now what I've done is, it's like the first thought that comes to my mind of what workout I want to do. That's it. That's the workout I'm doing. No matter the situation, no matter if I slept 0 hours, no matter if I didn't eat, no matter if I'm tired, if I don't have time, I'm working out at 11 p.m. sometimes because I didn't have time during the day, but I said I would, so I'm going to work out at 11 p.m. No matter what, that first thought that comes to your mind. For example, yesterday, I knew I was going to be busy. I knew I had to be out all day and I was going to be back past midnight and I was going to leave early. So in the morning, I was busy with something else. In the afternoon, I had to leave. I had little time left. And so it was like, my first thought was, I'll do a 300 rep workout that I had designed. A 300 rep workout. It's 3 exercises, 100 reps each. And that's it. It's really, it requires a lot of mental toughness to be able to get through those reps, to get through 100 reps of one exercise weighted. It takes a lot of mental strength to do that. So I was like, I'll do the 300 rep workout because it does not take as long as my main workouts and I have time to do it. But it is also a workout that puts me out of my physical comfort zones and really, really, I found a lot of benefit from. But then my other thought was like, dude, after that you got to have bath, you got to have your lunch before you go. You won't have time to do a 300 rep workout. Just do a 10 minutes HIIT workout, no? Anyways, the rule is that you have to work out every single day. So 10 minutes HIIT workout is still a workout. That was the second thought. And that's where I caught myself. I was like, shit, I'm making excuses. My first thought is the one that I should be doing. But then it filtered down, and it filtered down huge. It was like 300 rep workout, which takes me about maybe 20 minutes to half of that. That is a 10 minutes HIIT workout. And I caught myself having these thoughts, and I actually smiled and I laughed at it. And I was like, if you're making excuses, I'm doing the 300 rep workout. The fact that I'm making excuses is because it's putting me out of my comfort zone. So I know that that's what I have to do. The fact that you're making excuses why I shouldn't do it is even more reason why I should do it. And again, the situation was not ideal. I was very busy yesterday. I was going to go out. I probably didn't hit my macro goals. I ate hardly anything yesterday. I not probably. I know I didn't hit my macro goals yesterday. And situations was not perfect and not ideal for me to work out so intense and do 100 rep of each exercise workout. But today I feel great. I feel great. I felt great yesterday after I did that. And that's what I'm trying to, that's the only point I want to make in this video. You can't wait for the perfect moment, or you can't wait for perfection, but you can create perfection. And the way you can create perfection is starting when things are imperfect, so that you can build imperfection, or you can build perfection. I'm sorry about that. But I hope you guys found value from this video. If you did, please do hit the like button and the subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. And you can also check out my podcast, the Everywhen Podcast. I got some amazing episodes coming there. I'll leave all the links in the description. But thanks again for watching till the end. I really appreciate it. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next episode.